Hello and welcome, my dear fellas. Been a while since I streamed in this position. Sometimes my back are good, sometimes they are not good, but the worst thing is because you never know how the situation gonna play out. I really got no idea, my dear fellas. I can only tell you that I'm thinking of upping everything to the next level and all of this. Life's been very difficult these days recently, but I'm planning to battle. I'm planning to fight, and I will grind my way through. You know, fighting is literally everything I have ever known, and I'm planning to do this stream. I'll do it, and we'll see how everything plays out about this upcoming cards. Let's see what I think with Cody Brandi, Jerick McConico. I'm going with no distance or Brandage to win. I am being a big fan of Brandage, but I think here the situation is crystal clear. Hernandez to Yarenko, got Hernandez to win. Next, we've got Medic versus Urbino. I'm going no distance for Urbino to win. Urbino's ground game is brutal, and people underestimate that. Jocelyn Edwards, Priscilla Cachera, going with over 1.5 or Priscilla to win. Next, we've got Elijah Smith to Shiomi Kazama. I'm going with no distance for Elijah to win. Shiomi is not bad at all, but I think Elijah is on a different level. Julius Walker, Rafael Cerquera. I just don't think Cerquera belongs to this level, and I have to go with Walker to win, but I didn't place a bet on this one for a reason. I didn't place a bet. I have my own reasons for not placing a bet on that fight because, never know. Maybe Cerquera was scared in his debut. Who knows? Christian Lira Duncan versus Eric Anders. Going with Duncan to win. Next fight, I've got Jean Matsumoto against Miles Jones. That's gonna be a tough one. I've got Jean to win, but it's gonna be a very, very close fight, and could go either way. I didn't pull the trigger though. Andre Fili versus Christian Rodriguez. I'm going with Christian to win. Fili is unpredictable, extremely unpredictable fellow. Has been Lucinda Angela Hill. I'm going with over 2.5 or Hill to win. Next, we've got Steve Herzog, O'Day Osborne. I'm going with fight starts round 3 or Herzog to win. I don't think Osborne clocks him though. Roman Dolidze, Anthony Hernandez. Now people gonna say I'm sick in the head. I'm going with Dolidze to win. Yes, I understand if you say that I'm sick in the head. I can accept that. I can accept that perfectly, and I think you're spot on if you say that. Round robin, Dolidze, Hill, Dolidze, Hill, uh, Cachera, Urbina. Dolidze, Hill, Cachera, Urbina. And now my bets. That's all you want to hear. Only two. There you go. I got only two. Sorry. I didn't pull the trigger properly, I guess. Yeah, I understand. I didn't get the job done properly, maybe. Also, yeah, KSW. I'm gonna release those picks later about Contender Series. Alright, I'm going to do that also. See how's my time doing these days, but I'll try. I'll try. So I'll try. These are generally my bets. No, I will try to up everything to the next level because I'm a warrior. I only know to fight. Fighting is literally my spiritual language. I will continue battling it out. That will never ever stop. Because if I stop fighting, I lost myself. Literally, I lost myself if I stop fighting. And that is not going to happen. Sorry to hear that, but that is not going to happen. I will never stop fighting. But I know majority of my haters believe that I'm gonna I'm gonna cease existing or whatever, but sorry, that is not happening. At least not happening anytime soon. Some people are born to troll, and some people are born for war. I am born for war. I'm just born to fight. Some people are born to troll, not me. I want to up everything to the next level. And I will be up in it. No, I will be fighting, battling. If you think I will stop? No, sorry. It ain't happening. While you're eating shit, having fun with your virtual chicks or whatever, I'm trying to up everything in my life. I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to do something. And I will keep on pushing. I have to disappoint you, but I will keep on pushing. That is the only language I actually know to speak. So, sorry, doggies, but ain't gonna happen. Fight is all I have left in my life. It's all I've got left. Know how they say, wasteland is all that's left after the fight. I see this as a wasteland. Wasteland is the only thing that's going to stay after me. Because I will fight until that. That is the only language I've ever spoken. Fighting. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Unlike you, I will never always be right. This ain't happening. Hey mate, how are you doing? I posted my bets only two, as well as you can see. Today has been a very difficult day. I was working. Good luck to you. Two, I was at my training session, and there are some news about my professional fights. I was talking to one organization from Croatia, and in the case my professional fight doesn't happen in Serbia, I have a backup option for Croatia. I will give a shout out to that guy tomorrow. I promised him to give him a shout out on this channel, and I will do it. I always fulfill my promises. I'm a man of my word. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether it will be eligible because you can't bet on all promotions. Maybe my bookie will allow it. Who knows? You know, with my crazy bookie, I think you can bet literally on everything if you go in person. Need you to take a dive first round. The only guy who can take a dive first round is my opponent. Because if you want to bet on that fight, just bet fight ends round one. Because you've got a world class boxer against a submission specialist. Pro debut, yes. If my pro debut happens in Serbia, then I know the opponent boxer has a score of 1-3. And what happens when a top tier striker meets a submission guy? One option is submission guy gets knocked out. Option number two, boxer gets submitted. Promotion is called Vrbas Fighting League, I think. But as soon as it becomes official, I will announce. But the second promotion, that is my backup option, is called Baraber Fight Night. That is the second option. That is the second option. I don't know. Not sure that I can. That's a minor promotion. That's a very small promotion. Not sure that I can. But some of my fans will probably ask that. They will probably go to that bookie and ask whether they can bet on my fight. But I will tell you one thing. The only safe bet in my fight is fight ends within, fight not going the distance. Because option one is I'm getting knocked out. Option two is that guy loses via KO or via TKO or submission. Uh, I can't do that. Sorry. I mean, I might if he knocks me out. He is more powerful than me, and he's better striker than me. So if he knocks me out, that's a very realistic scenario. Scenario number two, I take him down, throw big bombs, and submit him. Or maybe the referee stops the fight due to a TKO. Have you ever been knocked out? Yes, 3 times. Twice in the training session. No, once in the training session and twice in the match. Once in a taekwondo match, once in a kickboxing match. Yes, I've been knocked out. Yes, 3 times. No, I really was. I'm not joking. I'm not joking for the attention. I'm dead ass. You think I'm joking? No, I don't. You just don't remember what happened, It's not that horrible. Concussion, I had concussion once. When I was knocked out in a taekwondo fight, I had concussion. Any lingering pain from those times? Not that I know of. As much as I know, no. I had concussion one time playing American football. Really? What happened? I know American football is tough. I didn't play with helmets and back of my head smacked the ground hard. Ouch. Can't tell if my screen frozen. Getting knocked out less painful. Yes, yes, less painful. Submission hurts, man. But I always tap. When I'm submitted, I just tap, and they let you go instantly. But knockout is not that, you just don't remember what happened. It's not that hard. I mean, you just don't remember what happened. That's it. Anaconda. Yes, I can. Triangle choke is not that difficult. I have many submissions. The only thing I cannot do is buggy choke. I'm like not too good with buggy chokes. I maybe finished via buggy choke once or twice in a training session, but when the guy literally fell into a trap. But generally, I'm not. What made you want to be submission expert instead of boxer? I'm getting old, man. These young guys, they can take a beating so well. And when I took my TRT, I am also eligible to take a beating, but not like them. And majority of those low-tier MMA fighters know nothing about BJJ. And if I don't have to fight, why would I fight? I have brain. If they don't tap, no. For example, today, you know what happened in the training today? Like one guy was going for a double leg, and I was stuffing double leg. I was defending double leg. It was a very very. I was defending double leg for like 15 seconds, and he was able to pick me up, and I literally did a handstand and front roll, and I escaped. And that guy was like, he was literally like, "What the heck did you do?" I don't know how I escaped. I've never done that before. But literally, he picked me up, and I don't know what I did, but my legs ended here literally, and I did front roll and escaped. And he was like, "You got calisthenics?" I said, "I didn't know that I have it." No, but he said like, "You never escaped like this before." I don't know. I'm training every day. And my coach also told me like I didn't know you know to wrestle. I told him no, I don't know to wrestle. And he said then you know to BJJ, man. Like normal people don't do those kind of escapes. They like ground escapes, etc. But those acrobatic escapes, not many people do it. For example, once also in the training session, one of guys I sparred, he caught my kick, and I literally turned back, did a front roll, and escaped. And escaped. And escaped. He didn't punish me when he caught my kick. I don't know, man. Like I didn't know that I have calisthenic skills. This is still. I've never done handstand in my life, man. Just saying, I've never done handstand in my life. Even when I was in the college, handstand was mandatory. We had gymnastics as an exam. Handstand was mandatory. And believe it or not, I literally was unable to do it. And professor told me like after attempt number 20, he told me, all right, I'm gonna give you the lowest grade, but you shouldn't pass this exam. I was horrible with calisthenics when I was 20, 22 years old. And now at the age of 37, I'm able to do some calisthenic moves, which is, I don't know, crazy, totally crazy. It seems it seems low testosterone is a big problem, and now when I have normal testosterone, I can do majority of things. I want to see in UFC Vlad versus Rojas. Not gonna happen. Vlad is too old for UFC. You can only see him in some minor promotions here in Balkan Peninsula. But you never know. I mean, those minor promotions, they have there is always a potential and opportunity, and that Croatian promotion, they literally called me and they told me, I think Bellator is still around, yes. Those guys told me from that Croatian promotion, know what they told me. They told me, we are willing to offer you that you choose the opponent. I'm like, what? He said, listen, we know you're famous. We want a promotion on your channel. We want to help you, you help us. I said, fine. But they said, so my second coach is going to choose opponents for that promotion. And fighters from that Croatian promotion make it to UFC. Ivan Erslan. I'm just saying, when I was speaking to that promoter, he told me, all right, you help us, we help you. And I told him, okay, my second coach is going to choose. Oh, my second coach is going to choose opponents. You can offer opponents, and my second coach will say yes or no. So after my professional debut, that promotion sounds like a decent call, like a decent idea. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, they told me literally, Vlad, you can choose the opponent. We can offer you, you know, not too good opponents or weaker guys. Like I said, okay, but you send it to my second coach, and we'll see whether he is willing or not willing to accept the opponent. And also, my head coach told me that my second coach is excellent for that kind of management. That's what he told me. What would the pay? I don't know. They didn't mention how much money. For my professional debut, probably not gonna be much. Maybe around maybe I think 200 euros to appear and 200 euros to win for my professional debut. But for that Croatian promotion, I really don't know. I got no idea how much because we didn't discuss about money. But for my professional debut, I told them that I'm willing to negotiate lower price if they give me the opponent that I want, the opponent that was promised me 4 months ago, that boxer. And they told me, no, 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 no. They told me, no, no, no. We plan you to fight him. Same money, no need. I said, listen, I just want to end that. I would think money is the first thing to be discussed. I know, but I haven't had any professional fights, so I'm not in position to discuss. For my professional debut, if they offer like 200 plus 200, that's excellent. But for that Croatian promotion, I don't know. Really don't know. But I'm willing to, if they offer me a lower payout, I can only accept if they give me worse opponent. I'm excited for you. I told them, okay, I can accept low payout, but if and only if you let me choose the opponent. If it's low payout and you don't let me choose the opponent, then I'm not willing to fight in your promotion. They said, okay, that's a reasonable move. I told them, listen, nobody can give you like promotion all over the globe, my YouTube channel, etc. And they said, fine, that is fine. And they told me you can choose the opponents or your secondary coach can do it. We will set the fight and we'll see. So if they let me choose the opponent, then I can accept lower payout. But if they choose opponents, then it means I can get better. I mean, more risk to my health means more money. But if my opponent is not too dangerous, then I'm willing to accept lower paycheck. Hope I can at least watch your pro debut. Same. My pro debut, if it happens in Serbia, is going to be recorded. I will carry, one guy will go with me and record. I will. If there is no stream, it will be on this channel. But if my pro debut happens in Croatia, then it won't be allowed to record because that Croatian promotion doesn't allow anybody to record. They have their own cameras, their own like that's the rule for that promotion. Only they can record. But then the fights will be on their official channel. But this Serbian promotion, they told me yes, we can allow recording if you carry one guy. So if you fight a guy you want, what are the odds versus him? No. I don't have any pro fights. He's got to score 1-3 and the guy is no joke. I don't know. I will be probably heavy underdog. But good thing about that guy, he doesn't have ground game. That's good thing. I can ask my bookie whether he is letting that or not. I like those odds. Hey, Sired. But I will be underdog in that fight. If I fight that boxer, I will be heavy underdog. But you know what is the problem with people when they bet? They know that I'm not a good fighter. They know that I only throw kicks and that's it. But they don't know that I evolved since 2023. I evolved a lot since the year 2023. I'm literally training every day. I'm on TRT, man. I'm like I've never been this strong before. I told you what I did today in the training session. Even my coach dropped his phone. My coach was something on the phone, writing a message. When that guy picked me up, when I did a handstand and front roll and escaped that double leg, my coach was like, and also my sparring partner was like, what the heck? We can, I don't know. I don't know whether it will be eligible or not. I don't know. It's small promotion. I don't know. That organizer told me that he wants to give me featured bout for my pro debut. Not main event, not co-main event, but the bout under, like third bout or fourth from above. I just asked him, too much pressure for me, TC, and he told me, listen, Vlad, you've got a good story. You're a super cat. We need more guys like you. I'm like, but why are you putting me so high on the card? And he said, listen, super cat is what we need. You got international reach. You got very much weird fighting style. You've been in sanatorium. You've been through hell. You literally, you've literally been through hell. And we like your story. That's why we want to put you. Uh, no, he's not old guy. No, promoter is not old guy. He is maybe around 40 years old. He is similar age like me. I don't know. Croatian promoter is 52, I think, 53, something like that. I believe in you. I think realistic chances are 50-50 against that boxer. I'm just giving you realistic chances. 50-50 for me. Yes, he does. Yes. Listen, if I take him down, I win. If I don't take him down, I'm in a big problem. Plus, it's 185, it's not 170. He is going to be significantly stronger. I know. I'm also worried about my back. I don't know. I think I'm just going to sit on the floor to attempt Imanaris all over the place. I think as soon as the fight starts, Imanaris, I will do chain Imanaris. Because if I get up against that guy, I'm fucked up. I have a feeling Roman will snatch Fluffy's leg. Same. So good on his back, Elite BGG. I think Roman can win. People gonna say I'm sick in the head, but I really think Roman can win. And about a game plan against that guy, guys. Game plan is to take him down by any means necessary. Or to go with the chain Imanaris. That's what I did in the training session yesterday. Like against one guy. I took him down at Imanari number 6, but he didn't have where to escape. But you know, it's small cage, so that guy knows to box, but he doesn't know BGG. I'm not some kind. I can't call myself good striker. I'm like maybe my striking is maybe 4 or 5 out of 10. Yeah, if I take him in the deep water, I have a chance. He doesn't have good cardio. I do. I'm just saying about that guy. And the promoter, he wants me to be the featured bout, like number 3 or 4 above. I just asked him why. He said, "We need your story, man. You had a clinical death back in 2014. You had, you've been in sanatorium. You literally been through hell. You had a very difficult life, and you still decided to fight your last fight. If you win, you become a legend. If you lose, everybody will remember a crazy cat who tried to win by any means necessary and got knocked out attempting to win." He's 37, oldest debut for that promotion. Yes. Why do you pick this guy? Because he's a boxer. Because I know he's a boxer. Because my second coach knows him really well. My second coach knows him really well. They are from the same city, you know, but my second coach lives in Belgrade and he's from the same city like hello Mason, because he's from the same city like my second coach and they know each other very well and my second coach knows how he fights and he told me, listen, he is underestimating you heavily. He doesn't even train ground game. He's so confident in his punches. And that's good because if he's so confident, he needs to keep that fight standing. I'm glad because he's confident. I'm very glad because of that. Uh, Not sure. He has a score 1-3. He has 1 win and 3 losses. One loss via TKO. I think 2 losses via decision. And 1 win, I think, decision. Not sure who did he beat, but he participates at boxing events all the time. But when it comes to MMA, I don't know why he accepted. Why is he so confident that he's gonna knock me out very easily? If he doesn't knock me out early on, he's in a problem. But I don't know whether I will be able to take him down. I can't promise you that. Any Dagi friends? There are two guys from Dagestan who train with me, and they actually one of them understands English very well, Honda, and he is constantly laughing at anti-Dagi jokes. He is saying, "Man, your jokes are epic," and he is constantly laughing. And he says like 80% of population are really like this. That's why 20% of us who want to do something in our lives are having a problem. Hopefully you got good chin. My chin is significantly better than it used to be with this TRT. Mason traveling all around the globe every single day. I can't call those doggies my friends. We are sparring partners. We spar, we train together. I wouldn't I wouldn't call them my friends. We are sparring partners, but what made it better? TRT. TRT only, believe me. Should be in October. When it becomes official, I will announce it on my Instagram and here when it becomes official. Should be in October. Not saying it will be 100%, but 185. Normally I don't fight 185, but this time I got no choice. Because this guy said 185 or I don't fight. I said fine. Nobody else wants to fight me, so like 10 people rejected me. I'm actually 170 pounder, but I walk around 185. I'm 170 pound fighter. I can't cut to 165. I can only cut to 170. Middleweight. I hope he proves it in the first 2 minutes. Because if he guesses out or if I take him down, I think he's going to have to tap. He wants to prove that BGG sucks. Doggies think you suck, but they don't want to fight. Yeah, you're right, they don't. But this guy is a fighter, he is not a doggy. He believes that his boxing is going to be enough to put me to sleep. He says BGG sucks. I'm like, fine. We are going to see whether it sucks. He says, well, if you want to use BGG, you got to take me down. I said, yes, and what are you going to do about it? And he says, well, you're not going to take me down. Said, fine. If you believe your takedown defense that much and you don't train it, that's nice. You can strangle people. Yes, I can. I have some ideas for this guy. But that's what the promoter told me. You can make a good story, a good lineup. I can get international clicks. I can get international views. If you win, you become a legend. If you don't win, people will remember Crazy Cat who tried her best to win the fight and who got knocked out trying to win the fight. Dolidze TKO. No, I'm not doing that. I'm a striker, but I respect BGG. This guy think BGG sucks. And he is right about one thing. BGG sucks if you're not able to take your opponent down. But if you're able to take your opponent down, then it doesn't suck. Doesn't suck, dude. You can literally kill someone more than like 30 seconds if you have the right technique. Yes, if you take him down, absolutely. But I need to clinch up or to take him down. BGG isn't going to work from distance. I just need a clinch or a takedown. If I clinch up with him, then I also have submissions of the clinch. Yes, you can kill someone, absolutely. Would be funny if you submitted him after he said BGG sucks. That's probably going to happen. I'm actually confident in that outcome. If I win, submission is like 80% of chances. Of course, if I don't win, I'm gonna get knocked out. Very simple. It would be funny, yeah. I just hope that is going to happen though. So funny, yes. Guy is a clown. You should tap him with buggy choke. I'm not too good with buggy chokes, but I think Anaconda is going to work or any other like. I'm not too good with buggy chokes. It's like it's the only submission I cannot do properly. It will go viral. If he taps, I will. Just promise me if I tap that guy out that you're going to share it all over social media. And with the hashtag, did this guy said BGG sucks. And Super Cat tapped him. Hot as fucking apples. I know. You know what would be the announcement for me? That's what I'll try to translate what the promotion organizer told me. I'll try to translate this. Uh, if my translation sucks, don't get angry. Ladies and gentlemen, entering the cage tonight, fighting out of Panchovo, Serbia, born in the mountains of Kustendil, Bulgaria, forged in solitude, trained in silence, a fighter who didn't come for glory, who didn't come for money, a fighter who came to end something that was started a long time ago, representing himself, but also the spirits of his ancestors, love towards the mountain, and fight and the fighting spirit of a cat. This guy is the mysterious super cat. I think that is the good announcement. That's what this guy sent me. Like the announcer, he asked me whether I like this announcement. He told me you can enter with the music Buria, and I think I translated the announcement well. Not sure. Try one more time. Ah, man, my English. I just hope I can understand this translation. Ladies and gentlemen, entering the cage tonight, fighting out of Pančevo, Serbia, born in the mountains of Kustendil, Bulgaria, forged in solitude, trained in silence, a fighter who didn't come here for glory, not for money, fighter who came here to finish something that was started a long time ago, representing himself, but also the spirits of his ancestors, love towards the mountain, and the fighting spirit of a cat. This guy is the mysterious then name. I can tell you how it looks in Bulgarian. Дами и господа, тази вечер в клетката Вализа, борец от Панчева, Сърбия, но роден в планините на Кюстендил, България, скован в тишината, отгледан от бурите, той не е тук за слава, нито за пари, той е тук, за да приключи нещо започнато отдавна, представлява себе си, но и духовете на своите предци, любовта към планината и духа на котката войн. Той е мистериозният суперкет. That's how it sounds on Bulgarian. The announcement. Ah, man, sorry if my English is not good enough for the translation. I'm just saying sorry. At least I tried. Who are the most promising prospects from Serbia and Bulgaria? I guess Lazar Todev is the greatest prospect out of Bulgaria right now. That guy fighting in Octagon having a pretty much of a decent career. Think it has to be Lazar Todev. Valentin Benisha was fixing many fights, like 19-0 with fixing fights. No, I don't think so. Think it has to be Lazar Todev. Out of Serbia, there are tons of top tier prospects. I still believe it's Marko Bojkovic, but right now having one loss, I don't know. Serbia is stacked with top tier prospects. From Bulgaria, it has to be Lazar Todev. I don't know any other guy who is like Marian Dimitrov doesn't have good career anymore. Kaloyan Kolev got clocked by Armen Petrosian and then a White Contender Series. I mean, there are some young guys, but I wouldn't call them prospects, you know. I don't think they're even close to prospects. Because we'll go even we have pound for pound best chin of all time. I'd say yes. Still Bulgarian to get KO'd. Man, he survived all kinds of bombs in the UFC. I don't know. I think Vettori has better chin than him though, but never seen a guy taking such a beating so easily. Funny thing, that guy is fat. He's fat boy, but man, he's got brutally good chin. Even though he's smaller than me and he walks around 240, 250, which is funny. Yeah, I'm a big fan of GSP, yes, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a big fan of GSP. Sorry. There can only be one GOAT. Guess for me it's Anderson Silva, but we all have different opinions. Also, been a big fan of GSP, ain't gonna pretend that I'm not. Can somebody tell me why there are so many pretenders on this world? What people get with pretending? That's something I will never understand. What do they get when they pretend that they are something they are actually not? Maybe I'm just too stupid to understand, but they crave attention. Mommy, 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 I'm important on the internet. Mommy, mommy, look at me, mommy. I'm important on this chat. I'm roasting guys on this chat, mommy. I'm important, mommy. Hey, mommy, I won pretending in this chat. Look, mommy, I won argument on this chat, mommy. I was pretending that I'm the president. But yeah, it gives you adrenaline. I can't complain. But what happens when the alcohol vaporizes or when they are not on drugs anymore? That is my only question. When drugs stop working, or when the alcohol vaporizes, I wonder what happens back then. Some people just want the image and they pretend that they are someone they are not, huh? I know it's hard to be successful. I don't consider myself successful, for example. I consider myself a guy who fights every single day for a better tomorrow. That's how I see myself. I don't see myself as a successful guy. See myself as a fighter and that's it. Like fighting is the only language that I have ever spoken. That's how I see myself. Of course, it doesn't have to mean I'm right. I'm just saying how I see myself. As long as you can pay your bills and you have a roof overhead, you're successful. I know. I should be. No, what's generally a problem, with women here? Like, when you don't have a safe state job, or when you're not famous, they don't wanna, they don't wanna be with you. They're constantly ignoring you. They're like, but you know what is the problem? For example, you don't need to be a billionaire, just need to be able to take care of yourself. You know what was mostly happening to me? Those chickers were super confident that they are breaking up with me, they don't want to be with me, etc. That they are. And when I blocked all of them, when I became famous, like when I became famous few years ago, All of them were trying to reconcile. So when it comes to women, I have just one recommendation. Never trust them. Never ever. If you're famous or if you're rich, they will change their mind. And that sucks. Majority of them will change their mind. Not all. There are some honest and honorable women, but I'm just saying majority of them are going to change their mind. Because they think you're important. The truth is different. My wife met me before money. You have a wife? You didn't tell me you were married. I didn't know that. Hmm. I really didn't know you're married. I'm not married. I only had a fiance in the past. I competed in martial arts. I did compete in Taekwondo in the past. Did have two kickboxing matches. Had one amateur MMA fight. Should have pro debut soon. I did. You know what's funny thing, generally? All I wanted, no, when I joined that local dojo, I wasn't even thinking that I will enter the ring ever again. But it seems life is strange. My wife likes me before she knew I had money. I didn't know you're married. I didn't also know that you have money before you appeared on this chat and said it on your own. I really didn't know that. I think you said that, and I've never asked you that. That's what you said. Actually, I'm training in Belgrade. If you're asking about that dojo in Pančevo, um, well, they are good if you want to remain average guy. But if you want to be elite level fighter, I don't think so. But if you want to be an average guy who trains 3 times per week, then you should be fine. Well, I've been investing for 9 years. But you know, if you want to train in Belgrade, if you want to train every day, very hard. I don't think I don't think that's a good choice then. I started at 14. God bless America, man. In America, you can do everything whenever you want. Like here, I think you can start working at the age of 15. I think at the age of 15, you can start working if you want to. Even if your parents disagree, I think you're allowed to work at the age of 15. I got no idea on how investing works, but all my teammates and also my accountant told me it's like a professional gambling. If you're a good gambler, then you should be fine. If you're not, that's what they told me. I don't know whether it's true or not. Anyways, need to hit the hay, need to sleep. Tomorrow is a difficult day at the construction. See ya. Love you all, and what can I say? See you all next time.